Hey guys, what's going on? Main Command here, and sorry I haven't been feeling well in my usual self for the past few days. I've been kind of sick and I just haven't been, consistent with making videos, but hopefully in the days to come I'm going to be a lot more consistent and be making a lot more videos. Now, I have made a video about Dead Frontier 2 coming out already, another video about it in Revelation Gamers. If you haven't checked it out yet, be sure to do that. And this video, I promise, will not be as long. And I was looking for some good, pictures of Dead Frontier 2 on the internet, couldn't really find it. And then I realized all I had to do was go into DF2 dev blogs, which I didn't do. Unfortunately, it was the one thing that it just didn't register my mind at the time, so I didn't think about doing it, and then I ended up looking for it and couldn't find it, and I just kind of left the video on that note. So in that video I gave my personal thoughts about it. In this video, I'm just going to read through the whole blog, and then I'm going to give my personal thoughts on it at the very end, and it's just going to be very brief, kind of like a last comment and my opinions and suggestions. So let's just get right into it and then dive into it. Okay, so Dead Frontier 2, The Dead Shall Rise, April 2018. Join the community, DF2 dev blog. So that's an amazing screenshot right there already. Creaky Corpse blog, Saturday 9th December 2017. Dead Frontier 2, news and early screenshots. A big thank you. Before I begin, I want to say that since we announced Dead Frontier 2, we've had a hugely positive response. Everyone seems so excited about the new game, and it's just given me a huge boost in morale. I'm now more determined than ever to make this game the best it can possibly be. I want to say a big thank you to everyone who read our announcement, and especially to those who took the time to leave comments. It really means a lot to me that the community is still behind us, even after all these years. You bet your ass, we're right behind you. Interior areas. So ever since I announced DF2, I've gotten in my head down and started grinding away at getting our interior areas ready. I'm pleased to say that after roughly 6 weeks, these are now finished, save a few minor bugs. We have a total of 13 building types, right on, and each of these can have literally trillions of possible layouts. Actually, a lot more than that. But my brain doesn't understand numbers any bigger than this. So looks like Neil went all out on this one. Dead Frontier 2 does not make use of any fixed scenes. Absolutely everything you see is generated by the computer. We have a few reasons for doing this, but the main ones are computers are faster. Fixed areas are costly in terms of time/money to create, especially if you want a large world. For a small team like us, it could add literally years of work. So personalizing it could take forever, so that's a great way to speed things up. But then again, so it's always which is better, the machine or the guy that made the machine. Second, it's easier to expand the game world with random generation, making updates easier. So it's more convenient and not necessarily better, but it was the better option, I think, to go with. 3, playing the exact same layouts over and over will get boring. Regenerating them every so often helps make the game feel fresh and exciting. This is very similar to how the old Dead Frontier 2D used to work. I love that game so much. Essentially, we gave the computer a set of walls, doors, windows, furniture, and decorations, and then let it randomly place them based on certain predefined parameters. So for example, a bedroom would likely have tiled walls, tiled floor, one toilet, one bath, one sink, and then a few optional bits and bobs like toothpaste, toothbrushes, hair products, carpets. We then chain these rooms together depending on the building type. So that already sounds like my dream house. For example, a house will likely start with an entrance hallway that can then link to that can then link to a living room, a kitchen, a dining room. Going upstairs will usually have bedrooms and bathrooms. Using parameters like this, you can get quite realistic results without having to physically build anything yourself. The hardworking lazy man's build. The downside of this system is that it does take quite a bit of time to set up all the different furniture, decoration, and wall types. From there, defining how each building will be laid out can also take quite a while. There is also the issue of testing and tweaking. Every so often the computer will generate something that just looks wrong, so you have to keep adding extra conditions to help prevent those situations. A lot of you may remember things like this happening in DF2D. A little bit. Luckily, I've put a lot more work into this version. It's great to hear. And the results is miles better than we had back then, no doubt. I figured I'd give a list of tasks that I have completed and those that are still being worked on in each post so you can get an idea of how development is going. Complete. Looting, inventory and item system, trading, menus, account system, character creation, skill system, leveling system, weapon system, enemy system, interior generation system, final interior area, exterior areas, final interior areas, puzzle system, NPCs, player avatars, programming complete but waiting on some art to finish. Multiplayer, basic vehicles, security. To do. General gameplay improvements, more blood/gore, more interesting / rewarding combat. I don't know about the blood and gore. I think there's going to be quite a bit of it. Advanced enemy system, ambushes, special attacks, etc. But then again, you can never have too much, you can never have enough of it, I guess. Advanced NPCs, really looking forward to that one. Hopefully they're not doing stupid stuff like running around in circles and like colliding into walls constantly. Advanced vehicles. Woo. Bosses, notice boards and missions, outpost attacks, clan and friend systems, leaderboards and competitions. So it's going to be an all new ball game in that PvP out there. Music and atmosphere system, final cosmetic system, the one Neil and Admin Pon's been talking so much about. So it's interesting to see what's going to come of it. DF1 and DF2 name reservations and transfer system. Steam integration, that's a huge one. In-game purchasing, bug fixes, final UI skin, final item definitions, final skill definitions, final map definitions, final weapon definitions and setup, final enemy definitions and setup, waiting on some art, final outposts. So it looks like this game is going to be here to stay, or it's going to be around for a while if they ever decide to make a Dead Frontier 3. Which is not confirmed yet, years down the road, but you never know. But yeah, looks like it's going to outlast the 2D version and Dead Frontier by, like I said, miles. And it looks like it's going to be milestones better than those two combined. So, like I said, I'm really looking forward to it. The list as it stands makes it look like I've still got tons to do, and will never be finished in time. But in reality, most of the tasks in the complete section were very big and complex, whereas most of the to-do lists are much shorter tasks. So get the worst of stuff out of the way first, and then dive right into the simpler stuff or less time-consuming problems. A lot of groundwork has already been done to make implementing these final features fairly quick. Still, I admit I may be cutting things close. Just in the nick of time. Cutting a lot of corners, are we, admin? And it is possible that some of the final features will be missing at launch. Well, that's alright. Even if that's to be expected, I'm fine with that. I mean, as long as you get it out there, you can always repair those bugs, but you don't want to have you don't want it to be too big of an issue where you still have to do major repairs and updates in between, as when you already have the game out there. You just want to have to deal with updates, not kind of, you know, having to rewrite code or the core of it or anything, or a chunk of it, because that would be a huge issue. But I think it's gonna, you know, work out well. Early screenshots. Woo, finally we get to see some awesome screenshots. This morning I went ahead and compiled a bunch of gameplay screenshots showing some of the new areas. Note that some of these are missing enemies. This is because I am currently in the process of setting up the final enemy models. Before we just had placeholders. I do have one type finished though, which is the one you can see below. Smiley face. Oh, nice. So, yeah. If you'd like to stay up to date with DF2 developments, please sign up to the mailing list. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to the Reddit forum, possibly the best place to ask questions. So be sure to do that, guys, if you have any questions or concerns, or just a comment. All those lovely links can be found here at deadfrontier2.com. Have a great Christmas and Happy New Year. So once again, Happy New Year, guys. Happy late New Year. I'll have more news for you in early January. Thanks for reading. No problem, Neil. It's my pleasure. And then in my previous video I discussed all of this, so I'm not gonna discuss it in this one, but it looks really promising. Let's just take a quick look at these screenshots. That looks just so badass right there. Nice, man. I'm loving it. I can already tell that I'm loving it. Like I said, I might or might not put the time into it. I think I will, but you never know. Maybe. That's all I can say for now. Awesome, Richmonds. I like the different styles and buildings too. Like you got your luxury building, you got your classic warehouse. This looks like some sort of a box. Weapons depot, school area. Man, that looks insane. Like, wow. That is just crazy looking. Alright, well guys, appreciate you watching this video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll be coming out with a lot more videos in the future. And I love you guys, and I will catch you in the next video. So, later. Main Command, signing